Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey and That Resolves, and today we're back at it taking a look at an expedition deck. And this is one that you've probably not seen on Eternal Warcry or anything like that, because I just brewed it up for. We could take the shell of the Stonescar control deck, the Dragon control we played last week, and port it over to FJS. So FJS is definitely very powerful in throne format, but maybe not so much in expedition, but let's explore it anyway, because I think this is, outside of Shenra, probably the only deck that's got access to a real board wipe, so not just Malediction. We do have the Ageworn Vestige. Now, this is really expensive. It costs 9 to play with the Harsh Rule, but that in and of itself is a win condition against some aggressive decks. Maybe you don't want to play with the Harsh Rule. You're fine just to slam it on turn 5 or 6 and just like kill one of their things and just have like a gain 9, which hopefully is going to be good for you. So, similar to the Stonescar decks, we've got like the 8 merchants and Incarnus, because the invokes are really good for merchants. If it's something rubbish that you get, just trade it for something good, like an actual win condition like Diesel's Office. Just having a bunch of these is still really good because it stops you getting flooded late in the game. We're only playing 26 power, but we do have the 4 Seek power, like 2 Vara's Favors, so that puts us up to like 32-ish. And then we've also got Lost Scrolls, which is going to help us ramp up. So the reason we're ramping is because we want to try and get like Karvet ahead of schedule, Brel at like any time's good, and also getting the Ageworn Vestige perhaps a bit ahead of schedule. But it fixes our influence to the Lost Scroll because it's going to help us to get to the triple shadow that we do require for Incarnus and the triple justice that we need for the Ageworn Vestige. So I do like the Lost Scroll here, but you could try something different, maybe like a wanted poster, just to be able to help you to the scroll through your deck. So other than that, like, we've got the basic things we've discussed. We've got the Solar Dragon as well, because I do really like Vara in the market. I think that Vara in the market's really powerful, and it's kind of like a budget concession as well. You know, pretty much everyone does have the 1 copy of Vara comes with their account, so they can just like focus on casting the stuff that is, you know, staples instead, like Diesel's Office. I say that as I'm about to tell you to craft 4 for Brel. Maybe don't do that, but Brel is cool if you've already got it. This is a card that I was hoping would start to show up once Icaria was moved to 8. But that never really happened. But I did play this in the event where multi-faction units cost 1 less, and it was absolutely fantastic. So maybe we can get her out a turn early. That'd be cool. Also, she's kind of a combo with H1 Vestige, because we're able to, if we play Vestige first and then play Brel, we're able to give it +4/+4 and Warcry 2, and that's a really huge weapon, to be honest. And again, I like having things in our deck that are good with Vara. So if we play Vara, we get to get back Brel, and we get to get back Brel's weapon, which is often just Brel's mallet, but if we do have a relic weapon in play, we're able to get something a little bit beefier. As well as the usual sort of like synergy with Karvet. So if you Vara back Karvet, it does something similar to Azendale in Throne, where Vara brings back Karvet, Karvet brings in a 1/1 cultist. The cultist is shadow, so it gets you 1 more thing. So we're able to just like really just keep reusing these merchants. So pretty similar to like the Stonescar market realistically, but we do have a Malediction in here. We've got the Edict, just because it's really powerful, but we've also got Regent's Tomb. I really like Regent's Tomb. Sadly, like the kind of mirrors, it's going to be kind of stinky because we are all playing this Cremate, which kills both Regent's Tomb if it's a problem, or Elias, like if that's a problem. But hopefully you can just slam this on a turn, just give something revenge or sabotage your opponent, probably be fine. We do also have Dealer's Office, just like an absurd win condition realistically. So other than that, a lot of the deck is kind of similar to that. We do have the Casting It Shadow. We can probably decimate it if we need to, because we do have like ways of getting max power, because we've got Lost Scroll. But mostly it's just going to be like definitely kill something, and if we need to, you know, we can kill something else, because this does kill curses. So if there's permafrost or anything sort of nonsense like that, maybe Azendale's Gift, we can kill that as well. We are playing a Singleton Dragon's Forge, and this is just something I want to experiment with. Sadly, we can't play like a playset of this. I don't think we've got room with what we're doing, but it is kind of nice. It gives us sort of additional copies of Ageworn Vestige and Karvet. So these both cost 6, but we're able to like set it up perhaps where, you know, we hold up Cremate or hold up Casting It Shadow. Our opponent doesn't play something that we need to act on, we'll just go, cool, just Forge. So we're able to grab the dragon or the weapon and reduce its cost by 1. So get 5 cost Vestige or 5 cost Soul Dragon. I think 5 cost Vestige is probably kind of powerful really, because it makes it cost even 1 less to get the full effect where you play in the Harsh Rule. So on that, let's get some games. I do think that I would like a Smuggler's stash in the market, but I'm not sure what I'd change for it. Maybe Regent's Tomb. But other than that, let's get this ladder and give it a go. So I'm fairly low ranked in Expedition. I didn't really play enough games in the last month to get into Masters, so we did start in Silver, I think. So, if we redraw this, I think we kind of realistically need to. On the draw, yeah, it seems good. We've got like a bunch of removal spells. So you'll notice we're playing some Insignias. The main reason for this is I'm fine to play Depleted Power. I think these are better than the tokens because you get everything, which is kind of what we want. Yeah, I just like leaning on Seek Power. This is okay. I'm going to play with the Depleted first because they all give Shadow, which is kind of the one we want for the Incarnus. Yeah, cool. So we could hold up Conflag. I guess we will, just in case. And then we get to hold up Conflag if we need it. If we don't, it doesn't really matter. Next turn we just play Stonescar Insignia anyway. Oh. Everyone's doing this. Is this good in this format? Oh, maybe. Well, let's just kill this anyway. Just less of that nonsense. Then, actually. So that kind of stinks now, because now we've killed that, we can't realistically play this and then play the thing after it. So what I want to do is I want to play Smuggler to set up like a Regent's Tomb next turn. But I don't think we can. So I think what we'll do is, we'll do that later. We'll play Insignia, and then I think next turn we just want to play the Makkar's Listener. I think that's good. So another thing we could do is we could have like a, a power in the market, but I'm kind of happy with having Regent's Tomb. It looks like our opponent's just like not pressuring us at all. So let's just actually... Yeah, let's fire off Incarnus. Oh, yes. So this could be very powerful later on. So obviously I do like the Pilfer because it helps us hit our power drops. And we play like a similar deck, so we could be able to hit something cool. But I think I'm just kind of greedy. I want to hit this. And you don't get to play very often, but... Yeah, it's probably the Pilfer, isn't it? So that was probably the more fun card that we should have got. But just going to get Pilfer just because it's a little bit more consistent. Oh, boy. Like, actual authority. Oh, well, let's Pilfer here. Let's see what our opponent's got. If it's a power, we get to play it. Oh, okay, that's nice. So I'll probably keep that. So looks like our opponent's probably not playing much in the way of weapons. So let's just Hidden Road Smuggler here. And I think because we've got like a bunch of removal spells, I think we'll just... Sadly, we are going to trade well at the Ageworn Vestige, but we'll get back later. So we're going to get the Regent's Tomb because it helps us hit our next power. This is kind of a nuisance. Maybe our opponent kills this and then... Okay, yeah, so like using premium removal spells on our merchants is kind of fine. So I think we can just do this. We can Regent's Tomb and then sabotage our opponent. We can take another hit off this. Yeah, so it's got Cremate. So they've got... So one thing you want to do when you're looking at your opponent's hand is you want to grab a snipping tool. There's versions of this on Windows and Mac, Linux, whatever it is you're using to play. But that's super useful. So now I'm actually feeling really good because our opponent's got... It's probably like one kind of hand. Maybe it's a unit that they've got left over. Maybe it's a power, but they've used their premium removal spell, Cremate, to kill our site, which is, that's the thing you probably want to do, because if this keeps going, it is a really nice little value engine. I'd draw another card of it and then eventually make Elias. But what we're just going to do here is I'm just going to Mage Breaker. Just like... Yeah, Mage Break you. And what do we not want to play against? So we know they've already got rid of some of the Cremates. Like, I'm kind of fine from having 2 left in the deck. Fel Rituals, I'm uncertain how they're playing like this many. So I guess we'll just... They've not... So Voprex tries gets a weapon or a dragon. Dragonforge lets them toot for literally anything. So I guess we'll just take the Dragonforges. Yeah. And then we'll kill that weapon. Let's play power. That seems good. So we've not got any dragons in our void. And I'm kind of happy just like doing this trade here. Uncertain what opponent's got there. Didn't expect to play against FJS. So they're going to see the same thing of us, and we're just going to kill their side. Just get rid of it. It's like, because it's kind of nonsense. Then our opponent has nothing, and we've still got cards in hand. We won't have the weapon anymore because we're going to be trading the weapon. Oh, this is fine. Let's look at what's in our market. So we can't get the Vestige back with Semway Smuggler, but we can get back later. So say we grab like Vara later on, we'd be in a reasonable shape to get that back. So I think we're just going to kill this. Just kill that, and I think we're okay to continue. I don't think we want a merchant quite yet, because I do want to grab like Vara or Diesel's office. And I kind of like having this in our hand. I don't really want to trade it away. Okay, so we're shifting 6 here, so we get to put a 4/4 weapon into play. That's reasonably not the best for us. So we will shift this. And I think now we might just try and go a lot bigger than what our opponent's doing. So I might just go and grab Vara because we can play it next turn. Get about like Incarnus. So that seems fine. So I'm kind of sad to get rid of Cremate. But it will let us get back the Vara. And they'll let us dig into our market again. So yeah, I really don't want to get rid of that Cremate, but we can get it back next turn. So say we draw another power. We get to play Vara, play that. So we've got another Cremate anyway, I guess. Cool. So this time, actually, I'm just going to grab Incarnus. Because I don't want to trade Cremate for Cremate. That seems nonsense. Ooh. A Blooming Spike is a what now? So that's a 1 power. But it is a weapon. So weapons are good. Let's go Befoul, which is kind of medium, and Crocodile Guard, which will let us get something else out of the Void for cheap. So maybe that's fine. So opponent's got a 4/4 weapon and Brel. Yikes. So we are going to get to kill their site. They do have a war cry going, so I guess everyone got the memo about Brel being good. Let's just kill that weapon. We'll just kill this for good. It's like, stop that nonsense. And then we'll play Crocodile Guard. I'm not going to shift it. So our opponent can... Oh yeah, get our own Brel, that seems good. So our opponent can do something like... the deal free. Oh, I can't remember what it's... I'm just blanking out what some of these spells are called. Okay, so the Casting in Shadow, killing both our things. That's kind of sad for us. But knocked them down to power, so hopefully that'll do something like maybe... Oh, they played power anyway. Maybe that would have done something like stop them from playing Brel or something. So, just kill this, get our Warcries on. And then, I think that we probably turn the corner. If our opponent is playing Vestige like we are, then they are quite a way away from actually being able to... Just a big Hammer of Authority. Yikes. These Hammer of Authorities might be good. That's kind of interesting, like, as a weapon choice. Yeah, and now, if our opponent is playing something like a... I don't know, Eclipse Dragon, we kind of like insulate from that. Because we can still block with Karvet. I think if we... So what's this? Casting Shadow. Yeah, this is fine. Whatever we're getting on top is going to be absolutely huge. So I'm just going to pull a power out. Grab whatever, doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, I think our opponent's probably just dead now because we've got the 8 in play. And yeah. So there we have it. Removal spells and weapons, pretty good in the control mirror. Oh, Mankind's going for it. So redraw here. I think that a lot of the redraws in this format is going to be because our power base is awful. But this is kind of fine. You know, we get to just lead on the Insignia. Just get that out of the way. This is just the Guild Gate, which is still perfectly fine. So against the Legion, things can be a little bit rough. We could very well just be fetching Malediction and it be too late. But we do also have like Edict of Makkar. So let's just ramp up a little bit. So I'm going to play... Actually, it doesn't matter. Let's just play Seer Chaos, I guess. And then we've got all of everything that we need. So I'll grab Shadow Sigil because it doesn't really matter. Whispering Wind is kind of an interesting addition here. So this might not just be like a traditional Legion aggro deck. Okay. Well, they don't want multiple of them. For I usually like multiple. Okay, some sort of like discard sub-theme seems to be going on here. So if this gets... If I probably twist this a lot, then Malediction just like blows that out. So that seems good. So I guess double Karvet's probably good. So do we just not want Brel? I like Brel. Yeah, Brel's good. That's like a really good curve, isn't it? So let's just get Malediction. Because that should kill pretty much anything that our opponent's up to. If our opponent plays like a Sodi next turn, then we're able to just wipe up everything. Oh, okay. That's quite the synergy. going to imagine there's not too much in the way of actual removal here, though. Because outside of Spell Shaper, I think Ice Bolt's in the format and Permafrost, but yeah, I think actually Malediction in here might just be actually fine. Because it'll slow down everything. Opponent could have some sort of interaction here to counter that, but they don't. They have to be like main deck unseal because the God of Edict is only cost free, so they can't do that there. So some actual patience from our opponent, just like hitting us for one here and not transforming this. So Karvet it up. If our opponent deals with our 4/5, then at least we've got the 1/1 that's able to just like trade with the Trailmaker, so I'll keep that back. Twinbrood Sauropod. Well, let's just Brel this. Let's kill this before they're able to do anything cool with it. If our opponent attacks with the 5/4, then I'll very happily just like chump with the Xeon Cultist just to turn this into a 5/6. And when we start being able to attack with Karvet, we're in great shape. So, unfortunately for us, Brel is not a cultist, because it'd be pretty cool to give cultist, well, give Brel +4/+4 off the Karvet. I think being a 5/6 here is pretty safe for us. And as we've got the Brel's Mallet, these 3/1 Aegises aren't like the end of the world. So Temple of She-Hand kind of annoying here because it's going to give our Brel Reckless, but that's still kind of okay here. Oh, well. Let's work up to that because attacking our opponent for 5 in a couple of turns is going to be cool. So now I'm going to use this just to get us up to 9 because it means that we'll be able to do like this and then just attack our opponent. So opponent might just let us... Yeah, might just let us like attack them for 9. Or they might just like trade something, which would be cool. They could play Wasp here. Or Stormlinks. Stormlinks is still fine. Yeah, because we get to kill like nearly all their stuff. So we've got 5 damage to go around. So kill this. Kill this. So maybe I should have attacked first, but I just really didn't put anyone on Stormlinks like at this point. And then I guess we just kill the biggest thing. We've gained like millions of lives. Don't really care about 2/3. Let's just blow this up. And then we don't have to play this yet. The opponent's Aegis units are kind of annoying now because our Harshwood won't get them. But I don't think we really need to play the Harshwood actually. We could just attack for 4 in the air for the next couple of turns. That'd be okay. Aww. Opponent's got Mizo. Now that's something we probably need to deal with, but I can let them hit us with it once. That's kind of fine. It's the second time it gets you. And then I guess because we've got the Ageworn Vestige, it's not too much of a bad deal. Oh, Daring Griffin is though. So let's just attack here. Do we have any other Dragons in the Void? We don't, but we do have a weapon. So we can. I mean, sitting back there is also kind of fine. So this is kind of a difficult spot to be. Our opponent has to attack here. They're only going to attack us, make the thing. I think we're actually kind of okay with this. This can also get us back a weapon. Could just get Brel's Mallet and just deal with like this. But that doesn't work because this gets countered. I guess we'll play the power then. So this way, if we draw an underplate power next turn, we'll be able to do this for 9 and do this for 2. We'll do this first to pop this, and then we're able to Ageworn Vestige. Okay, well, we'll just do a huge Karvet instead, which is probably also fine. So we can't do both. Do we just sit back here? I think we're fine just to sit back. Yeah, this seems fine. So Spell Shaper probably owns us like 100% because it just bounces his Karvet and then I'm not just able to just get in there. But if our opponent's unable to put anything in the air, so if we just don't play a spell, our opponent's not able to give like something post-combat, like flying, whatever, we should be in good shape to be able to win this. I'd say it's just be cheeky and just like double block here. Okay, so our opponent's getting something here. So maybe an unseal would be pretty busted because it'd be able to like double protect them. It's weird how they've played. I'm pretty sure they've... Did they decimate? Oh, they must have decimated then. Okay. I was just completely expecting that they just decimated every time. Well, because I'm not sure what nonsense our opponent's just being up to. Yeah, don't attack with that because I'll just kill it. I'm kind of tempted just to double block here. Just because this is a huge buffer. Like, let's gain 12. But it's definitely got an interesting build here. Yeah, we get to go to like a million T. The opponent does have like a huge buy in the way, but that's kind of fine. We'll happily just attack for 8, and then we're able to... Oh, our opponent's tapped out. Okay, that is perfect then. So now we can just kill them. Yeah, that seems good. Because they blockade, take 4, and then we get to Ageworn Vestige. And just blow up the entire world. Also, I've never got to do this before. Oh, there we go. That is more like it. It's like the casual gain 11 as well. Yeah, I think we can keep this. Like, it's kind of stinky. So we can't Lost Scroll on 2, but all of our influence is side. So I'm going to keep it. It's got 2 removal spells. And it looks like we've got an ad from Mankind. So let's play this. It's like just keeping 1 power hands in our control deck. Cool of us. So we'll grab a fire here. That kind of enables everything then. So remove people at random. If you see stuff getting removed, like, don't feel bad. This is honestly just like random. If I've not seen you online for a while. Yeah, let's remove that. And then you might see this like weird function with this. Oops. But don't do that. Yes, it's like it's well annoying to watch. So we've got plenty of time though. Let's just accept this and see what they've got to say about our deck, because it's certainly a sweet one. So I think we'll grab the Justice here. Play Fire Sigil, and then we can go and grab a Shadow Source. So the Dragon controller we're playing against, it's also a bit of a site control deck realistically, because it's got 4 in the main deck and then 1 in the market. So let's just go and grab a Ageworn Vestige. We need the 3rd Justice here, so let's go and grab that. Also, Voprex's choice is kind of nice because it gets back 2 of our best win conditions, because it's able to fetch us back Ageworn Vestige like late in the game. So our opponent's probably able to outcard us quite a lot. Yep, here's Incarnus. Uh-oh. So Incarnus is something that's definitely worth cremating, because then being able to buy this back later is a big yike. Also, killing it now so we can do whatever we want. Let's just play our Shadow Source. Sadly, don't really want to just like play naked Vestige. I'd much rather use this to clean up a board later on. Although we could have used it just to kill like this. Unkindness, well, that's going to get me. Just need to rip a merchant right now. Well, got there. Just slow our opponent down a bit. Oh, okay. I kind of like this. So we're able to get Slime Splitter Slug, which deals with our opponent's Incarnus. Oh, yes. So next turn I might just let him have it and play Slime Splitter. Aww. Oh, actually, yes, it's fine. So let's just smush here. And actually just cremating all the things that actually matter. So now we trigger this, but then we're going to play Slime Splitter Slug, and it's going to get +3/+3 from killing these, and we're going to gain 3, so this attack effectively didn't happen. And if our opponent plays like another one of these Karvets, then we get to make that a little bit smaller as well, which is kind of nice. So Garden Moments. Are we super upset about that? I don't think we are. We're also up to 9, so we can just do this if we want to. So I'm just going to play Slime Spitter Slug. So opponent could kill this in response, I guess, but it seems unlikely. Let's kill all them, we get to gain some lives. We don't have any dragons or weapons, so I'm going to get back. And then I guess we're just going to try and attack this for the next 2 turns, and that's going to probably fail. But that's kind of fine, because the other 2 spells, I guess everyone's using Resurface now. Not super excited. We do want to get that Meltdown gone before we put our Age 1 Vestige out. Some kind of weird graphic stuff going on at the top here. Like, can't quite tell how many cards in hand our opponent's got. So they could be going to get Vara now, but Vara can't really get much. So maybe it is... yeah, probably just like Diesel's office, I guess. Or it could be Fell Ritual just to kill this. Fell Ritual there would be pretty good. Yeah, it is Fell Ritual. Because it puts the Draconis and the Void, which means that they do get something to get back with. Same way it also means they're not under any pressure, which they were previously. So let's just try and find like another threat. So Ollie's kind of cool. Just Void Bond all our units though. But I think we're just going to grab the Touch of the Umbra just because that's like a cool thing to do. We didn't get to get it in the other game, but this time we're going to get it. And then if our opponent plays Vara, we get to steal it, which is... oh yes, that's all kind of magic. So opponent's definitely out Cardinals here. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure whether you can see that on your screen, but I can see it on mine, where the cards look to be all sort of stacking on each other. That's kind of weird. Well, as we've got another Age 1 Vestige, I'm kind of tempted just to play this now. Just to get the pressure off the board. Maybe I could have waited because there's going to be a Tamaris in play. Maybe our opponent is kind of fine to start committing more to the board now. So let's go for the 0-cost Sea Cancers, probably a good shout. But I don't mind them making a little bit of a Vara chain. I feel like we are just going to steal Vara though. They can get back pretty much anything though. Yeah, getting back the Draconis. So we've not got any units to do anything with this, and our opponent's not got anything to be able to get this back. So if we grab Vara, we just take 9 in the air, which is kind of stinky. I mean, our opponent's not got... I mean, we know the opponent's Decklist. They've not got any interactive spells or any counters. If we steal Vara here, then our opponent just melts down the Umbrum. How dead are we? I think we're just going to go for it. We're just get sweet. So I'm going to do this. And then I'm kind of happy just to have killed their Vara, so let's go for attack them. Like, they can't block it realistically. If they do, we get to kill both of their things. But we've gained an amount of life that I feel is kind of okay. I was going to lost scroll though. Because now we draw a merchant, we're able to like grab Vara, which would be pretty sweet. So they managed to kill our Vestige, but it's kind of fine. We've got Voprex choice, we can get it back at a later date. So I don't think they've got any more removal spells in the market. And if they cremate their own Vara, I still feel kind of fine about that. If they've got like another Garden Moments, they just put in the market, that'd be kind of ropey for us. So let's just tin roll Smuggler here. Oh, let's get Makkar back first. Oh, so just get some random unblockable. Yeah, that'll be able to get us back our... So we'll trade this away. And we'll go and fetch a... What's in our void now? So we've got a bunch of stuff we can get actually. Yeah, so let's trade this and we'll get Vara because then we can get Diesel's office later. That seems good. So now, play Vara. Play Incarnus. It draws us another card. And now I guess we'll get Azendel's Gift because that's busted. And now we'll get Slime Spitter Slug. Because that'll kill all their stuff. We'll gain some lives, get a bigger boy, and win. Well, there we go. So I guess Touch of the Umbrum was what we wanted to do. Also, that's the kind of busted turn that I just want you to see. Okay, well, we've got kind of a slow start, but we get to turn 4 play a Sight, so I think we'll keep this. It's got some good removal spells. If we really need to, if we're absolutely desperate, playing against the Legion or something, we can like decimate a power to be able to kill 2 things. I'm going to lead with the Stonescar Insignia because I think we're kind of safe here. Just get out of the way. Oh, we're just playing like Huru Yetis. That's kind of spooky. I think that I'll just kill this. I don't know what our opponent's doing with that, but I'd prefer they just didn't. It kind of gets worse as a card if our opponent just has like a bunch of random 2-1s in play. Like, we'll never get to kill the thing we actually care about. So we don't want to just do this on turn 2 anyway. Okay, so let's kill this because Vara is deceptively really good. Like, kind of messed up actually. And if it gets turned, it's like a Aegis unit then. Yeah, so no chance for us. Yeah, Light Sprite's fine. So what do we want here? So we could grab Edict to kill something later. Could grab Malediction, try and set up like a board wipe later on. And I think we'll just do that. Let's play the Hidden Road Smuggler. We'll go and grab a Regent's Tomb because this hits us our next power realistically because it gets us the Lingering Influence. If our opponent plays like a second primal threat, then I'll probably just like kill them both, especially if they're like good value threats. I'm not sure what is good in primal, so it plays like a second copy of this. Like, yeah, Wind Elemental's fine. Crouch Paladin's fine. So, Unfortunately, this one doesn't get blocked by Aegis. Well, this does get blocked by Aegis, right? It's not like the Fire Edict. So maybe I should have got Malediction. Would have slowed this down a little bit. I'm not too concerned about it's like 2-1 flyer. We can sort it out later. I think now we'll just Regent's Tomb because this will hit us our next power for sure, and it'll also give us a scout as well. Yeah, Karvet's perfect. And if our opponent attacks everything into this, they probably won't. It might just attack this 2-1. Then I feel like we're in kind of okay shape because we played something that was just like a gain, like 6 or whatever. Gain 6 draw card doesn't sound on the roof of it like incredibly impressive, but I feel like it kind of is in this instance. Okay, so just going for like giving this flying, that's fine. Want to get the Warcry down. Yeah, it's very reasonable. So we're just going to attack here. I mean, our opponent can like just bump with the 1-4, which is probably what we'll do. If they use a trick here, it'd be absolutely over the moon. Just because it would protect our dragon even more. So, dragon time. So opponents shouldn't have too much in the way of removal. Their way of removing our dragon will probably be through some sort of combat trick, but I'm kind of fine with that really. Yeah, Daring Griffin. Like, Daring Griffin is kind of medium against this deck, I'll be honest with you. I guess we're kind of fine here. Like, we could just not do anything. We can kind of like attack him with this for free. Like, I mean, it's not blocking ever. Yeah, if we get to trade like a thing for this, I'll be feeling super happy. Yeah, that's fine. So sadly, I think if we use Voprex Choice as well, if we use Casting Shadow, I think that this counters both spells, well, like both targets. So I don't really want to do that. I'm probably going to block here. If our opponent uses a removal spell, it's fine. We'll just use Casting Shadow for like no targets, just to pop the removal spell from happening. So obviously our opponent attacks like everything, we just block here. Yep. And if our opponent now uses some sort of trick, yeah, so they're using Brel's choice, let's counter that. Let's just kill her. So now our opponent is going to give Flying and Reckless something. Oh, giving Flying and Reckless this is kind of fine, realistically, because we're just going to block it forever. I guess, you know, if they do the thing. Yeah, let's just Vestige. We get to kill this. And if our opponent doesn't play a threat next turn, we get to just absorb this hit. And then we get to Voprex's choice to kill this. And then I think we're in good shape just to win then. Yes, our opponent's looting to try and find some sort of answer. If they go too deep with this, like if they're just attacking us for 5, I'll take it because we still get to keep our weapon as a free one. Okay, that's even better. Because if they play this now as a free one, yeah, we just don't block. So we get a free one weapon, which trades with this, and then we're able to Voprex choice to kill this, which just feels busted. So let's do this in the right order, because that could go really badly for us. Let's do this. And I'm going to play this power. And I'm not going to play the merchant yet. I'm going to wait until next turn. I'm probably going to grab Diesel's office. Okay, well, we're back in the older... I should just Vestige this? I think we do. Also, just like huge relic weapons seem to be pretty good against the bird because they're not spells. And if we hit them again, we get to have like a 4/4. So I think we've effectively ground our opponent out, and we've got a Seek power to be able to get rid of any nonsense if we really need to, but I just don't think we need to. This board is just like really impressive, so... Guess just grab Diesel's office. Yep. There's not really any reason to shift there, but if things go wrong, we've still got like a lethal attack it in play, but it'll take a couple of turns to get going. Okay, well, straight up redraw there. I think we just need like really power heavy hands because it looks like the power we've got in the deck will just, you know, it'll see us through. So this one's kind of shaky because we do need to triple Justice here, but we don't need it for a while. And I think realistically we're playing some 9 power anyway just to get that harsh rule out. But if we're against the Legion, as we saw in the last game, it's kind of nice just to get it out just on 6, just kill their things. Oh, like Bloodseeker. Yes, this is going to do some work. Probably be a little bit of a while before we actually kill anything. So, okay, so maybe we're playing some Feln. Maybe it's like the Feln discard aggro deck. Huh. In which case, unfortunately, their influence is not great because we don't want to play against the 5/2 Felrauq. Felrauq are traditionally kind of good against decks like ours that have just got like a million powers in play. I guess we just bounce this because we're further away from it. We'll grab Malediction. So my intention here grabbing the Malediction is that hopefully our opponent is just going to try and loot cards with this so we're able to snap it off with Malediction. Yep, play that too so we can kill it. Yep, play that too. We'll kill it. It's fine. Yep, this is fine. And we're going to lose our thing anyway. So we take 4, our opponent takes 2. Like, it's fine. Let's just Malediction here because it kills everything. Just gets rid of our opponent's in-play looter, which is like the important thing. Because this being in play means that if our opponent has like a Felrauq, they're able to get out whenever they want. This is kind of medium exciting because, oh, okay, they're getting Bloodseeker. I completely blanked this with 1 drop. So, how are we doing? So. Let's play our thing. Might find like a 1-drop that we can play. Oh, okay, so we could get another Malediction. So another Malediction's good. Let's have a look at how many cards are in our void and our opponent's void, because that matters. So we've got 2, and our opponent's got 4. So if we get Direfang Spider in play, that's really good, because it gets to basically present a block on any of these, and it doesn't really matter. If we get Malediction, then we're able to wipe a board. I think if we wipe the board again, our opponent's probably going to be absolutely dubs. So I think there's an argument for both, but I like the Spider because it lets us next turn just like play another Incarnus, or maybe even just like, I don't know, Smuggler or whatever. It's a really hard one. I think we just get Spider. Spider's good, lets us block both things. I don't think there's too much of removal in the opponent's deck. I think they've literally just got like Permafrost and the if they're playing the discard spell that bounces things. Also, actually, because we're a Vara deck, I'm not completely above the idea of just like discarding Brel. Although we are, you know, we're way away from that, so it'd probably be something a little bit cheaper. So we've got nice blocks lined up. We've got like this one here and this one. Actually, if they attack this, I don't really matter about. I'm happy just to take the free, aren't I? Yeah. Just want to keep this from hitting us. Kind of surprised at how little I've seen Felrock in like actual Final Control decks. I thought, you know, with like Honor of Claws and maybe playing the Herald Song, there could be enough ways to play something that you just play when you discard it, because the influence in Throne is absurd. Especially like you've got like 16, like I think you can have up to like 20 jewels if you really want to, because you've got crests, banners, seats, and insignias, and then you can have like the whatever they're called, the jewel things, the tokens, if you really want to, but I don't think you need them. Really easy to just get like whichever side of champion of Cunning that you wanted online on turn 5, just like every time. Our opponents have enough here, that's fine with me. Do we have power in market? We do not. Cool. So let's just lost scroll because it helps us do pretty much everything. And then I'm just going to attack for free here. Just get this going. Get this train going. I won't dealing damage to themselves because of this, so should be alright there. I'm just going to play this. And I think we can... It's like... I do like the Brel though. Go to Brel and try something a little bit more spooky. Like a... Do we even need to? Yeah, it's got Brunet's Tomb, it's cute. Get us up to 7 if we need to. Give like this Merchant Revenge and get Brel at another time. Okay, so opponents like they've checked out the game now. Have they got a connection problem, or they're just not happy with the way this game's going? But they've probably got like Felrox in hand, they're just like unable to play, so I can understand that. Yeah, they were not coming back from that. Especially if we got to give like Karvet Revenge or something. Okay, so there we have it. That was FJS, and honestly, I think it was kind of sweet. So the shell that I think it was Tony G, Sunu, and Notorious GHP came up with was actually just really good, and it looks like it can port over to different faction identities. So obviously our power base is a little bit worse, and also perhaps a little bit better in other ways, because we do have the, you know, we've got lost scores, which helps us fix quite a lot as well as ramping up. But overall, I thought this deck was pretty impressive. Yeah, it's definitely one worth investigating. So maybe I should try some more like relic weapons in the deck, because Brel's really good with them. But I think that Brel just being like, it's realistically, it's going to be a 2-for-1 or better, because you're going to play this plus a weapon, it's going to kill something, and you've got this. So your opponent has to kill this, and they've also got to deal with the weapon. So it just, yeah, it's really helps you out. And I just like having other things that are just busted with Vara. So we did see one of the games where we just like played Vara, get like a trail of things. I feel like there's definitely an out, you know, you're playing as a control deck, really done some hard controlling of the board, you know, got them up to low left tilt, you just play Vara, you just play this, you get the weapon, and you just kill them. That seems really important. But yeah, it's nice that Brel's also got this other line of text where if you've already got weapons, you get to improve it. So there's not really an anti-synergy for actually playing weapons, and I think that the Ageworn Vestige is just like, it's really powerful. It's expensive for sure, and I was trying it in Throne with like a Combre rank deck, like the old Aid of the Hero style, and it's pretty good in there as well, just as like a gain night, like kill the world. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope that resolves, and I'll see you around.